Hello, today we've got another video for you guys. So we're going to be looking at Xavi Simons. He's been linked with Chelsea most recently. Yeah, this one came as a surprise because I'm not too sure if this is exactly what Chelsea need uh, to add to their squad at the moment. But let's just get straight into the video. Any thoughts before we start the video?
Yeah, just a quick question. What did you think Chelsea needed if you were looking at their squad?
I mean, I feel like, especially with Mamadou Sarr going out on loan, they could do with an improvement in defense, in centre back. The midfield is pattern. Like that's they don't have to worry too much about the midfield. Um, Attack, they've bought two strikers already, so I think the centre backs. They sold Madueke, but Esteval is coming in as well. Uh, yeah, I mean, maybe Xavi Simons would be good cover for Cole Palmer. But they already have Nkunku.
Hmm.
Jao Felix is on the way out, but I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Yeah, I definitely think. Well, Nkunku and Felix, I both expect to leave. So that's one thing. I guess yeah, he could be useful in that sense because if you lost Palmer for any stretch, then you'd be thinking we haven't really got a natural 10. So yeah,
So, what do you think if Chelsea were to sign Xavi Simons? What do you think he would add to their team?
he's another option.
Mm.
For me, I'm not sure he would make their best 11,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got different options and different places they can play a lot of their key players. Cole Palmer,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah. See, I like Cole Palmer as the number 10,
Yeah.
and I think that's where Simmons is best at.
You think that's his best position? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm seeing that some people think he might be playing on the left if he was to join.
yeah.
You don't think he should play on the left?
There are games where it could work, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna play him on the left, you need to have someone overlapping. It's not gonna work otherwise at Premier League level.
Yeah.
So
Cucurella's he's been playing better as an inverted fullback.
yeah, and when sometimes they shift their back four into a back three where Cucurella is the left centre back,
Yeah.
and that also helps Levi Colwell just like be in the centre, able to use his passing range.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, just looking at Simmons here, we've seen a lot of long shots already.
Yeah.
Um,
One thing I will say about Simmons, like he he's more mobile than a Cole Palmer.
hmm
He runs more than Palmer, work
yeah,
rate, wins the ball back well, a lot better than Palmer does.
yeah,
So there could be certain scenarios, certain games where he would actually be more useful than Palmer. Because
that's
there
true.
were a lot of games last season where Palmer did go missing. He wasn't really contributing defensively as well when he did go missing. But Simmons, he might be able to do that. Offer something else in
Yeah,
certain games.
certain games Palmer might not be his day. He's not just at his best. He's not playing,
Yeah.
his natural self. I think there are games where you bring Simmons on and you need a bit more industry. I agree.
Mm.
Maybe a tight game that you're winning by a goal and you just need to sharp shop a little bit.
Mm.
And there's this thing where I feel like both Poch and now Maresca have gone with Palmer. You can't take this guy off. He just could do anything at any moment, which
Yeah.
I get that. But having someone like Simmons here, so he's got that special individual quality as well. Not to the level of Cole Palmer,
Mm.
but yeah, he's got long shots. He's good. He plays some through balls. Yeah, as you say, a lot of energy. He can dribble through the center of the pitch, into space for sure. He's a good flicks, good touch.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
me, the thing that for me, his best attribute is probably his off the ball movement. He's always active. He makes good runs into the box, good supporting runs into the channels. Similarly to like if I was, referring back to Premier League players like Jesse Lingard ilk, when he
yeah.
is in the 10.
I can see that comparison. I think he's a better player,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think he's a better player. He's, he got this Simmons very good. When you're talking about the individual brilliance,
Mm-hmm.
like his dribbling, he's very good at that as well. Which would help him excel in the number 10 position. Help him also link up with the midfield certain times. But yeah, man, he's got good decision making as well. That's one good thing about Xavi Simmons.
Yeah. He's I've seen him in his younger days play as a false nine at times and be effective. He's that type of player as well. He can be kind of like a Firmino type if you ever did
Yeah,
need to use a false
because
nine.
he works hard and he wins the ball high up the pitch.
Yeah,
That's a very good attribute to have as a as an attacker.
yeah,
Especially in an intense league like the Premier League, can come into
yeah. The
handy.
the league definitely suits him.
Yeah. Sometimes if Chelsea would want, Palmer to play on the right for whatever reason, this would be a good signing to make.
Yeah, and I could see that at times for sure. Palmer coming off the right as he was in the Club World Cup final,
Yeah,
right? I think it's all about the setup because him being on the right, you need probably not as desperate as say if you're playing Simmons on the left, but you need someone overlapping or you want someone overlapping.
yeah,
Which they play that with Gusto, but not necessarily recently with Reece James.
mm,
Um, Maybe it's just been they're easing Reece James back, but yeah, different combinations with Simmons. Him at 10 with Palmer and say Neto or Gittins on the left.
yeah.
That
Do
works.
you think as a number 10 he would link up well with their strikers, so Jao Pedro, Delap?
Yeah, all of them honestly. João Pedro, Delap, even Jackson.
Yeah,
I think with all of them, he'd be a good combination player. He'd make runs off of them because all of them are quite good with their back to
yeah,
goal, and will allow him to play off them and make
yeah,
runs off them. So yeah, see him as someone who could contribute with goals and assists, be yeah
yeah,
versatile. It's definitely a good signing, and £50 million. It's looking like that's a good price, I'd say, for Xavi Simmons.
yeah. I'll say that's a good price. Yeah. So alternatives that they have been linked with. They've been linked to obviously Kudus. They were linked with, but he chose to join
Yeah,
Spurs.
and I understand that because you know you're not sure if you're going to be a regular here,
Yeah,
and it seems Simmons is a bit more willing to take that risk.
yeah. I've
Maybe
seen.
he's a bit younger than Kudus, to be fair.
Yeah, Kudus. He's at a point where he wasn't really respected at his old club, so he has a point to prove, and he's not going
Yeah,
to be able to prove that point on the bench, is he?
definitely.
So, but yeah, I've seen a few rumors about, maybe going for a Barry Eze. How would you compare Simmons to Eze?
I think you definitely get a lot more of the off the ball stuff. If I think about the different systems Maresca's played and
Yeah,
what he's looking for, you're more tactically flexible with a Simmons than a
yeah,
Eze.
I'll definitely agree with that, especially with Palmer being the one that he could come in for.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say, uh, yeah, definitely more tactically flexible given his off the ball work rate.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So they've also been into someone like Morgan Rogers, but I just think he would both cost way too much, and it's not worth it. It's not for what he would cost. He's not that valuable to a Chelsea team.
yeah, I would say Simmons is slightly better than Rogers. Rogers would
Yeah.
be a good option as a 10, but
Yeah. Rogers has that great ball carrying ability through the center, which
yeah,
there's not many players like him at that.
yeah,
So that's a very useful skill. But yeah, I think Simmons has other qualities. His final ball stronger.
yeah. Okay, okay. Chelsea, they've been busy this window.
Very busy. I think
Well,
that's gonna be the fourth signing.
they're really going for it this season. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a title push.
I expect them to be in the title race. I genuinely do. I think they would have been last year had they been able to keep Lavia and Fofana fit.
Mm,
Honestly, I think that's where their starting 11 has been, and I think now, even with a couple of big injuries, they can kind of survive it. If I look at the squad now, if you get a Simmons,
yeah,
who are you most scared of getting injured? There were a lot of answers last season. Palmer, Caicedo, even the guys that got injured like Lavia and
yeah,
Fofana. It changes how they have to play. But now, if Caicedo is out for let's say 10 games, Chelsea could probably manage it. They've got
yeah,
Lavia, Andri, they even bought Esugo. So, there if Palmer was out for any stretch and you've got Simmons as well as Esteval around,
yeah.
that's great depth.
No, that's a great point to make. That's a great point to make because comparing them to their competitors at the top of the league, depth wise,
I think they're clear. They're clear of everyone depth wise. Honestly, uh,
Arsenal aren't
Ars-
far from them,
Arsenal have
especially
very good
after
depth. Defensively, Arsenal have top tier depth.
yeah
Um,
signing Jokeres,
Gyökeres, that's yeah, great
Madueke they
man.
signed. They've
Yeah,
improved their depth.
I would say the yeah, the only positions Arsenal I would be very scared about losing someone is maybe Zubimendi,
Zubimendi.
and yeah, they could use a starter on the left
Yeah,
probably. But yeah, Chelsea up front, great depth, all different types of strikers.
yeah,
It's yeah, it's for me. It's now getting tougher to see what could go wrong.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, you mentioned the centre back. I would say they have a lot of centre backs.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
Says you can't really rely on Fofana, right, to stay
yeah,
fit for a whole season.
yeah,
And then when he's injured, Chalobah's not he's not bad for me. He's not a bad fourth choice centre back, but you don't really want him playing the majority of your games if
yeah,
you're pushing for a title. I'm not the biggest fan of Tosin, but
yeah.
he's a Premier League level player.
Yeah, he's good passer
Ajay
stuff like that.
Chile, he's not bad, not bad.
hmm
It's,
I think the wild card there would be Joshua Champong. Um,
mm,
I think he's someone who's the talent to break through early. But
okay,
yes, that's one they'd probably have to sell someone if they were going to bring in someone
yeah.
as a winger. You did as you also mentioned. Do they have enough with Madueke leaving? So Esteval, Palmer, another option on the right. You've got Neto, of course, and then Gittins as your other option on the left. So four players that can play there, but Palmer's often going to play number 10.
Yeah.
And then I guess you could add Simmons,
Yeah.
who can also play there now. Is that enough for you?
They also have Tyreek Jones there. I'm not sure if he's going out
I
on
think
loan.
they're expecting him to go out on loan this
Uh,
season. It's it's I would say
Jao Pedro could possibly
yeah,
go out
that's true.
wide
That's
as
another
well
option. He could
sometimes.
drift off the left and things like
Yeah.
that. So to be fair, I would say numbers wise they do have enough.
Mm,
Um, it's you're being very picky now, like looking at the depth and thinking they need another winger.
yeah.
But I also wouldn't be shocked if they decided to go for one just because they can.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, if not, then he would be an option, and he might get more of his games on the left. You know, Simmons.
okay. Well, yeah. So overall, I feel like this it's an interesting signing. It will definitely add to their squad, to their depth, quality, more quality in the team. And based on alternatives, I'll say their best alternative has already moved club, so
Yeah,
it's
but
a good
if
signing.
you've decided to sign someone in that position, I'd say yeah, he's probably the best in the
Yeah,
market now. So
it's a smart signing,
yeah, good
definitely.
price.
At a good age,
Yeah,
definitely resale value at that
for
price.
sure.
Yeah, but let's just end the video there. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, and yeah, see you next time.